Good morning. I'm so sorry about that. So sorry that one for being late on. It was one of those. I got stuck on the phone in a big long process, and it was just one of them that I couldn't come off of, so I'm very sorry about that. But I hope you can still join me live, my friends. Welcome to our Movement Matters class this morning. With Rethinking Pain in association with Keithley Healthy Living Network. This morning, my lovely friends, we are going to be working on our thighs, our legs and our back, trying to encourage strength in those areas. Okay, we're going to start with a nice little gentle warm-up, and then this class is going to be floor based, so we are going to be coming onto the floor, but I'm going to show you how to safely do that using a chair. All right, so if you find it very difficult to get to the floor, this is good to watch just so that you know how to use the chair to get up and down from the floor, okay, if you need that extra support. I've got lovely Ernie with me here today. He's my daughter's dog, and he is such an angel. He's such a good boy, aren't you, Ernie? He is his granny's boy. All right, so welcome, guys, welcome. Oh, hello. Yeah, and what's a bit more loving? But we don't jump up, do we, Ernie? There's a good boy. All right, so my friends, we all know that movement helps us to manage our pain. It helps us to keep our joints supple and our muscles flexible and strong, which has all been proven to improve our quality of life. So it's very important just to move as much as we can within the range of movement that we've got, not moving through pain, but just gently just moving and moving those bodies as much as we can. Okay, so my friends, we are going to come onto the floor. All right, we've got a little bit of music for us today. All right, I think that's the wrong music. Hold on a little minute. Maybe it wasn't. All right, my friends, but we're going to start with this. So it has got a little bit of a beat, all right? I hope that's okay for you all. Not going to have it too loud, just so that you can hear me nice and clearly. Okay, I'm just setting our exercise time. So we're going to work for, let's say, 40 seconds. And we'll take a 20 seconds rest, okay? Now, if you can't work for that period of time and you need more rest, that's absolutely fine, okay? I haven't got any trainers on today because we're going to be mainly floor-based. So if you want to just do it in bare feet, that's totally fine, and that's not more than safe for you. Oh my gosh, what is happening here? Not quite sure. Good job. All right, my friends. So we're going to start with a nice little warm-up, okay? And then we're going to start our timer. All right. Oh, Fernie's here as well. We'll do the warm-up and let the doggies stay, and then I'll put them out, and then they're not going to be putting you off or getting it in the way of you seeing what is actually going on. All right, just waiting for this to get rid. There we go. Super. All right, my friends, so welcome. Thanks for joining me. Let's just come just to stand in if we can. So we're just going to warm up first. So just take a nice little shoulder roll, okay? Now you can do this little warm up seated. If you just wanted to do the warm up seated, that's absolutely fine. So take that nice shoulder roll. Think about lifting your shoulders up to your ears and then driving them back and down. Opening your chest, just sinking it down. Driving those shoulders down. Lovely, let's just do 2 more. Feeling that nice movement. Lovely, and then let's just come to a nice side bend. So just ease your arm over if you can, or if it's too much to lift the arm, just ease yourself to the side. Okay, so just breathe in and breathe out to move. Just ease yourself to the side. Amazing. Good job. Easing it down to the side there. Lovely. Just taking that nice little mobility. Making it harder by bringing the arm over the ear if we want to, or if we feel that's right for us. Let's just do 2 more. So just breathe it in and then breathe it out. Just 1 more. Lovely. Just bring it on here. Roll your shoulders back and down there. Open your chest. Just tuck your chin in. Now just bring your hands across your chest. Soften your knees. Keep those hips facing forwards. And just take a little turn through your waist. And then come back to the center. So take a little turn. And then come back to the center. So just turn through your waist. And then come back. Good. So taking that nice turn. And then bringing it back. Just through that waist. Superb. Just doing what you can. Good. Tucking that chin in. Lovely. Let's just do 1 more on each side. And then let's come back to the center. Lovely. Now just bring your hands down by your sides. We're going to tuck the chin to the chest and just feel that stretch through the back of the neck. And then I want you to really draw your tummy in and just roll halfway down. Just halfway. And then roll it up. And feel your spine begin to flex forward. So rise up tall, tuck your chin, and then tuck it down to the chest, and then just roll slowly forward. That's it. So just round through the back, and then roll it on up, nice and slowly. Nice and slowly. And just drop your shoulders down from your ears. So tuck your chin, and just roll it down, nice and slowly. And then roll it back up, nice and slowly. Good, drawing that head right up every time. Just 1 more, tuck your chin. Just roll it on down. And then roll it on up. Amazing, good job. Let's just take a nice few little shoulder rolls there. Just 1 more. Fabulous. Now, place those hands on your hips and just lift 1 knee up. And then place it down. So just breathe in and then breathe out. Just point those toes. When you bring the foot back down, bring it back down underneath your hip. So we've got that nice hip distance stance there. And just rise it on up. And then bring it down. So keep this core on. You rise up into the crown of your head. Lovely. Really standing nice and tall, just finding your balance. Now if that's a bit much, just lift it to where you can. You can always just lift your big toe, okay? And just lift your big toe, that's fine. Let's just do 1 more. Lovely, and then lift it on up there. Superb, good job. Now, we're just gonna warm the hips up a little bit. So just use your chair for balance if you need to, and just hold on to the chair. And we're going to lift the leg that's furthest away from the chair. So we're just going to lift it up and circle your knee. So we're taking all our weight through this standing leg. Let's go the other way with your circles. Making your circles just as big as you can. Lovely. Now just pop that leg down. Just walk through your feet. Just move your ankles. We're going to stay on the same leg. Okay. We're going to lift the knee up. We're going to take it to the side. We're going to come back to the center, and then we're going to place it down. So just lift your knee up just as high as you can, but no higher than the hip. Okay. So if we need to make it smaller, that's fine. Just lift. and then slide it to the side, and then bring it back in, and then bring it back. Good, just one more. So just come to where you can. Try and keep the hips forward there, and then place it down. And then just walk through those feet. Good job. I'm going to move the chair. If you want to just face away, if you feel you know what you're doing, that's okay. Or just try on this side, okay? So just use that chair for support. We're going to lift the knee first, and we're going to get nicely into that hip mobility. Just taking those nice circles. Lovely. Just lifting on up and circling it away. Good. Let's go the other way this time. Circle it up and over. Good job. Just one more. Lovely. Just pop your foot down. Just walk through those ankles. Lift your heels. Just do what you can, my friends. All right. Let's start and open the hip a little bit more. So really use your core. Think tummy on. Stand tall. Just use this chair for support if you need to. We're going to lift up the leg. Take it to the side. Bring it back to the center. And then place it down. Yeah? So remember, you don't have to lift it up as high as I am. If you can, that's great. Yeah? If you can't, that's okay. Movement is medicine, okay? Just move where you can, all right? Just one more. And then bring it on down. Superb. Just walk through those feet. Just walk through your feet. Superb. My friends, we are going to move this mat. You don't have to have a chair, sorry, this is a chair, not a mat. You don't have to have a mat to work with, alright? If you work lying on your carpet, that is fine. What I would suggest that you get is a pillow, alright? If you've got a yoga block, that's great. We don't have to have a yoga block, we can just use a pillow. Excuse me, Fernie. Ferg, you have to wake up, baby. Get off my mat, please. Come on. Come on. Good girl, good girl. Lie down, Nanny. Lie down. All right, my friends. We are going to use this chair to help us get down onto the floor. Okay. So, just take your chair and just push your hips back. So just engage your tummy and just push your hips back. Sorry, somebody's knocking at the door. I'm just going to ignore it. All right. So engage your tummy. We're going to push the hips back. And just bend the knees there. Now place your hands on your chair. Okay, so you've got some weight through your arms. And then just step your feet back. Just step one foot back as much as you can. And then you're going to lower yourself down onto the floor. Okay, and then bring the knees down. That's it, perfect. Yeah, and then bring your hands down, and then we're down on the floor. Okay, so just move yourself back. If you want to move that chair out of the way, you can just push it out of the way, but we're going to need it to get back up. So when we're down, just move and come lying on the floor. So just ease yourself down and just take your cushion, all right, and lie on your side there. So lower shoulder down. Just flex your foot, straighten out those legs, and really lift that lower waist. Okay, now we're going to start to work this lower leg, this top leg. Okay, so keep that tummy on. We're going to lift it up, and then we're going to lower it. So we're going to lift it up, and then we're going to lower it. So just lift it up, and then lower. Now try and keep your hips stacked and lift through your lower waist. So just lift and then lower. Good. Lift and lower. When we lower, try and keep your leg off that, your top leg off your lower leg. Okay? So we're lifting and then lowering. But we're not resting the leg. bend your knees and just give your butt a little tap there if you need to. Alright, so just take a little rest. Make sure this neck is nicely supported. Shoulder down from ear. Just tuck your chin, and we're going to stay with that top leg. Okay, so knees are bent here, heel in line with your bottom, knees are stacked, lift this lower waist. All we're going to do is we're going to lift up the top knee, and then we're going to lower it halfway down. So just lift it up, and then lower it halfway down. Good job. Now as you lift it up, squeeze the back of the bottom there, but keep our hips still. So what we're not doing is lifting the knee and sort of rolling back onto the bottom. So there's no roll. We're keeping our hips stacked, our shoulders stacked, and we're squeezing at the top there. Just breathe it in and then breathe it out. Take that nice squeeze at the top and then bring it down. Lovely, good job. Let's do 4 more. Do that squeeze. Just inhale and then exhale. Superb, guys. Feel it right at the top of the bottom there, at the back, and maybe into your inner thigh. Oh, amazing. Good job. All right, take a little breather there. Just relax. Give your butt a little tap if you need to. Lovely. Now really, let's stay long again, and we're going to really lengthen up our legs again. Okay, so really stack your hips. This time, we are going to lift the top leg, point your foot, bring it forward, take it back, flex your foot, and then lower down. Now lift it up, point your foot, take it forward. But as we bring it forward, try and keep your body really still. So try not to let there be any sway in the middle here. Point the toes. Now we're using these inner thighs, we're using the outer thighs. We're using deep into your glutes here, all around. Let's lift it up. Point. Bring it forwards. Flex your foot. And then lower down. We've got 3 more. So lift it up. Point. Bring it forwards. Bring it back, flex, and then lower. Good job, you're doing well, you're doing well. Ooh, remember you rest when you need to. I can feel that top leg. And lower down. Good job. Ooh, bend those knees. Bring it in there. Give this butt a little bit of rest. Give it a little bit of rest. Well done. Okay, my friends, your cushion that you're using, you can keep it under the head, alright, if you want to. If not, we can just come up and put our head on our hand on our elbow there. Or we can straighten out this top arm, because we want to use this cushion to just lay that top knee on, okay, to help us keep the hips stacked. Now we're going to start to work the inner thigh of your lower leg. So just breathe it in and then breathe it out. Just lift your leg up and then lower down. So just lift it up and then lower down. Now if you're more comfortable lying on your arm, that's fine, okay? So as you lift straight up, feel that inner thigh really work. Good job, doing well. Breathe it in, breathe it out, lift it up, and then lower. Breathe in, breathe out, lift it up, inner thigh, and then lower. doing? Can you feel it deep into your inner thigh? Hold on. This time we're going to lift it and I want you to pulse it up. Try and keep your toes facing forwards. Just 4 more. 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, lower down. Amazing. Feel those inner thighs there. Really feeling these legs work. Alright, my friends, remove your cushion. Just place it to the top. I want you to just come onto your side, onto your knees if you can, and we're just going to sit back in that child's pose. So, if your knees are tight or uncomfortable and your bottom doesn't reach the floor, that's okay. Just come with where you can. If you can, snuggle your butt to the heels. And let's do that. Chest sinks to the thighs. Arms are locked. Lovely. Now just bring yourself forwards and we're going to start to think about our back. Okay? So, just bring your forehead to the floor. Appreciate you might need to have a little look first, and that's okay. So we're going to relax these legs and the bottom, and we're going to bring our arms into what I like to call a W position. So we've got like a little W going on. So fingertips in line with your temples, probably off the edge of your mat, shoulders down. Now just breathe it in, breathe it out. Lift your arms up off the floor and then lower down. So we're not straightening the arms, but as we lift the arms, we're trying to keep elbows and wrists level and then lower down. So we're working that upper back, okay? Lovely, just breathe it in and breathe it out. Lift it on up. Keep elbow and wrist level. Good job. Relax your neck. Let's see if we can do 4 more. So take that squeeze, hold it there, and then just relax it down. Just inhale. Feel your shoulder blades squish together there. Keep your chin tucked and the forehead on the floor, so we've got that nice straight back. Lovely, just 1 more. Well done. Now my friends, just give your hips a little wiggle. Just take a little rest there. Now we're going to start to use the lower back more. So we're going to keep the arms down. We're going to keep the chin tucked. The back of the neck stays long. You're going to breathe it in, breathe it out. Just lift your forehead and your chest off the floor. And then lower it down. So just inhale. And then exhale. Lift up and away. Just breathe it in. And then breathe it out. Inhale. And then exhale. Breathe it on in there. And then exhale. Shoulders down. Just lift up and away. Feel your lower back there. Try and keep your arms as light as you can on the floor. Try not to press through your arms. Try and use your lower back. Think about taking your breastbone away from the floor. Let's just do 2 more. Just inhale. Keep those shoulders down. And exhale. Lift up and away. Good job. You're doing well. Just last one. Well done, superb. Bring your hands underneath your shoulders, Engage your tummy, shoulders down, push up onto your knees and just sit your bum back onto the heels. Just take that nice little stretch out there in your child's pose. Do your back stretch. Butt to heels. Amazing. My friends, let's come back on up. Bring one knee forward. And we're going to swing around so we come to the other side. Okay? So just take your cushion with you. Just pop your head on your cushion. And we're going to come down to lying on that side. Okay? Flexing our feet, so toes to the shins, finding that nice neutral. I'm going to breathe it in and just breathe it out. Lift your leg up and then lower it down. Lovely. So just lift it up and then lower it down halfway. Press into the heels. Well done, guys. Working all the way through the thighs. We're working this back as well because we've got the core on. Yeah, ribs down. Working all around your core. Shoulders down. Try to stay really long in your lying position. So try not to snuggle into the floor. Think about drawing your body weight up and away from the floor. From the crown of your head to the heel of your foot. Just 4 more. Let's not move too quickly. Just last one. Oh, good job. Bend those knees. Whoa. Give your butt a little tap there. Relax your legs. Alright, so feet in line with the hip. This time we're going to work deep into the side here, back of the butt. Again, stay lying nice and tall. Lift your lower waist. Keep this top shoulder back on top of the lower one. Try not to sort of roll forward. So open up your chest, take the creases out of your chest, and then lift up the top knee. And then lower it here. Just inhale, and then exhale. Lift that top knee. Squeeze and press it back. Breathe it in, breathe it out. Good, keep that lower waist lifted. Nice work, good job. So as we lift, squeeze it there. Put it right at the back of the bottom. Inner thighs, outer thighs. And bring it down. Good, keep that lower waist lifted. Keep your chin tucked. Keep smiling. Just 3 more. Breathe it in, breathe it out. Just 1 more. Well done, lower it down. Ooh, give it a nice little tap there. We're going to straighten out these legs. And we're going to come back to working with those legs really straight. Good job. So let's lift up the top leg. Bring your leg forward. Bring it back. Flex your foot and then lower it down. Again, keep it just fingertips down in front of the tummy. Bring the leg forward. Bring it back. Flex your foot and then lie down. Now if it's uncomfortable in your lower hip, okay, try bringing your legs slightly forward so we're not in such a straight line. See if that helps your hip a little. Alright? If that doesn't help, else, a little bit more padding underneath your hip. But if we can, we want to be in that nice straight line, as if we were stood up on the floor. So our feet underneath our hips in line, yeah? Amazing. Try not to press too much into the floor there. Use those inner thighs. Use your butt there as you draw the leg back. Good job. Try not to let there be any rocking through your body. Last one. Well done. Bend those knees. Give your legs a little rest, your butt a little rest. Well done. Just relax it out there. Alright, now just bring your head onto your arm. Okay, straighten out your legs. Just bend that top knee. And let's go into that lower leg. So just have something for your head to rest on. Flex your foot and just lift up this lower leg. And then lower. So just lift it up and then lower it down. Just breathe it in and breathe it out. So lift it up and then lower. We've got 5 more. That nice squeeze. Lovely, just one more. Inner thigh, and now hold it up and just pulse it. Just pulse it straight to the ceiling. Just 4, 3, 2, and then 1. Lower it down. Just remove your cushion. Just roll onto your tummy, up onto your knees, and just sit back into that child's pose. Arms along. Good job, my friends. We are going to walk ourselves forward towards our chair. We're going to place our hands on the chair. We're going to bring one foot forward, curl the back toe, bring your body weight forward, and then push up. And just roll it on up there. Just come up to standing. Just take that nice shoulder roll. Good job. Just move a little bit through your body. Just move however else it feels good. And just celebrate the gift of movement. Well done. Thank you for joining me today. I do apologise again for being late on. I hope you found that beneficial. If you found it challenging, try and do it a couple more times. Just see how you get on with it. Well done. I really admire you all for just trying to self-manage your pain, to get your body moving. Fantastic. Well done. My friends, lots of love. Next week I am on holiday, so there'll be no live class at 10:30 next week from me, okay? But I'll be back the week after. We are going to the Inner Hebrides. I am very much looking forward to it. It's going to be superb, hopefully. Alright, thank you for joining me, guys. Lots of love. Any questions, any requests, always let me know. Catch up with Rethinking Pain's website, and keep looking at all these classes. Keep moving, guys. Well done, everybody. See you soon.